Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the boat here, Spring. As always, it's me, Ivan, and I'm very excited to show you today's watch. I discovered it by accident when browsing stuff on Aliexpress, and I ordered it immediately, together with the Steeldive from my previous video. I received it a couple of weeks ago, and it's even better than I expected. For the price of around €60, this is without a doubt the best pilot watch that you can find on Aliexpress. To be exact, I bought this watch from the Steelflier official store on Aliexpress. In my case, I paid €70, but at the moment of recording this video, it's priced at 64. In addition, Aliexpress is celebrating another sale right now, and by using discount codes, you might be able to make that final price even more attractive. There are a couple of strap options which are even cheaper, but I highly recommend you go for the bracelet variant, as the bracelet is surprisingly good, and of course, I'll tell you more about it later on in the video. As usual, I've left all the links and discount codes in the description and comment section down below. Here is what the packaging looks like. It's the same plastic case that Steeldive uses for their watches. In fact, this one is Steeldive branded. As you've seen in some of my previous videos, it's nothing fancy, but it serves its purpose, and as I always say, I really like it because it can be used as a travel case. In it you also find the mandatory paperwork and a bracelet sizing tool as well. Alright guys, let's see what this watch is all about. And of course, the first thing I'm going to walk you through are the dimensions. The case diameter is only 39mm, but because of this huge crown, it appears a bit bigger. The lug to lug is 49, the thickness is 13, and the space between the lugs is 20mm. When it comes to the wearability, it's nice and comfortable. It has a lot of wrist presence, as the large crown and orange indices are very difficult to miss. And then, sized for my 17cm or 6.7-inch wrist, the total weight of this model is 131 grams, and to get a perfect fit, I simply had to remove 5 links. Next, I want us to have a quick word about the design, the build quality, and the finishing. In terms of the design, I really like what Steelflier has done with this watch. They've clearly borrowed the crown and the dial from Zenith, and then they've combined it with a more traditional style case and an oyster style bracelet. The final result? Brilliant, in my opinion. The overall build quality is fantastic. Both the case and the bracelet are made of 316L steel, and as a result the watch feels solid and well made. The crystal is made of sapphire, which is great, but it doesn't have any air coating applied, so you can expect to see some reflections in certain conditions. Finally guys, this watch comes with a water resistance of 200 meters, thanks to the screw-in crown and case back. I also want to point out here that the logo is different from the one Steeldive uses on their dive watches. Instead of a scuba diving mask, you get a fighter pilot helmet with 2 swords crossed behind it, and it looks very cool to me. The finishing is also surprisingly good. The whole watch, including the bracelet, is brushed, and there are no shiny surfaces. The sides of the case and the bracelet are vertically brushed, while the lugs have been treated with some circular brushing. It's a bit of a mismatch, but I still think it looks very nice. Guys, here's a closer look at the bracelet. I'm very happy with it, and I wouldn't wear this watch on anything else. Is it the most refined bracelet? Of course not, but it's well made, all the links are solid, and the split pins make the sizing process very easy. It also looks good, it's comfortable, and it even comes with a decent milled clasp with 6 micro adjustment points. Obviously, if you don't like bracelets, don't forget that you can purchase this watch with a leather strap or a rubber band, and by doing so, you'll save €14. Moving on, it's time we talk about the dial. I'm telling you straight away, there are a couple of aspects about it that really deserve some attention. One of the features that I like so much about Pilot watches is the handset. It's typically very large and it also provides excellent legibility. The handset on this Steelflier is the perfect example. The orange cathedral style hour and minute hands are gigantic, as you can see, and they look absolutely amazing. Then we've got the indices, which are painted on the dial, and just like the hands, they're also big and orange. So yeah, in my opinion, Steelflier have done a great job with the dial. I'm a big fan of this black and orange color scheme, and all the elements work together really well in my opinion. The second aspect of the dial that I think you will find attractive is the lume, as there's absolutely no shortage of it. According to the specs on Aliexpress, Steelflier have used Super Luminova C3, and you know what, it definitely looks like it, because it's bright and it also seems to last long enough. I'm not sure if all Steeldive and Steelflier watches have such a great lume, but in this case at least, I am very impressed. Last but not least, we've got to mention the movement. It is the Seiko VH31 caliber that many people refer to as Mecha Quartz due to the sweeping second hand. Guys, this is the second watch that I own with this movement, and I'm starting to like it quite a bit. In fact, I'll be reviewing 2 more watches with it next month, so if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, now is a good time to do so. Anyways, I just think that this movement is a great choice for an inexpensive grab-and-go watch like this one. The most important specs of it are that it's a 2 Hz movement, which means that it beats at 14,400 beats per hour or 4 beats per second. The accuracy is stated to be plus minus 15 seconds a month, and on a brand new battery, you can expect it to run for about 2 years. On top of that, the batteries are super cheap, and if you have a case back removal tool, you can easily replace it yourself. Finally guys, I want to show you that this movement hacks. And by the way, setting the time has never been easier thanks to this humongous crown. Alright, it's time for my final thoughts. In my opinion, this Steelflier SF740V is exactly what the title of this video says. The best Pilot watch that you can buy on Aliexpress. I already explained why, but I'm going to repeat myself and sum up the main reasons of why I think so. The first one is the build quality and the materials. What I mean by that is the 316L steel construction, the sapphire crystal, the bracelets, and the water resistance of 200 meters. The second reason is the dial. I especially like the handset and the lume. And the last reason is the price. €64 for this watch is an amazing value. And the fact that during an Aliexpress sale you might be able to get it for even less than that, I think it's incredible. As far as the negatives go, I can't think of anything that could be considered a deal breaker. I just wish the sapphire crystal had some air coating on the underside. And that's all. But hey, as always, I would love to know your opinion about this watch, so feel free to share it in the comments down below. Thank you very much for staying until the end, everyone. If you enjoyed today's review, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, feel free to dislike it. And if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing so that you don't miss any of my future content. Bye guys, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.